Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Now, this video is probably going to be going out on Wednesday, so happy Wednesday, even though I'm recording this on a Tuesday. What I want to talk about and do in today's video, I have been sitting on a lot of mythical relic crafting gear, namely from some of this stuff down below, that I want to give a shot at and see whether or not we can pick up any good legendary or mythical relics. And actually, I would be perfectly happy if even if we didn't get the event ones and we just landed on, say, a Volcardiac heart, because this would be very helpful for my Titus to be able to place a magma shield down without actually using Pelops. I've been trying to do and this is something for a separate video, but I've actually been trying to make a Pelops Titus Wixwell team, and it is so, at least for my damage that I've been able to do. I really need to kind of sit down and theory craft that one a little bit better, but I digress. Now, before we get started on these craftings, see if I get some good luck today, don't forget that you can use the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get Grand Oak Padrag absolutely free at the start of your journey. Zargala, Tagor, and Farrakhan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, and 30. And we were just talking about Pelops the Victor because there is a special promo code. And all you got to do is use Raid 7 within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. So let's see. Is Boilon going to get lucky here today or not? We have the Wings of Winter. What is the Wings of Winter? Right? If you see behind me, this was the Assassin's Creed collab that I never bothered to actually craft my shit for. We also have Grim Forest. And what I think I'm going to be doing with this is because I only have 50 from Chaos Awakes, I'm actually going to combine it with 50 from the Grim Forest. Because that way it's all mythical relic material. Now, unfortunately, that means I only have a 25% chance of Chaos Awakes and 25% chance of Grim Forest, but 50% chance of the event, of the standard, and 20% overall for a mythical relic, regardless of whichever group it lands in. So, I guess we'll start with that one. I do have some Chimera stuff, but I'm going to be holding the relic materials from until I get more of that for Chimera. Some of the Chimera ones are actually pretty decent, namely the Stormcaller critical damage one is pretty nice. If you know Hecaton, that is the Stormcall buff there. The Chrono Cube is okay. 50% chance to take 2 turns in a row, and of course this can be upgraded pretty highly. If this effect activates, the wearer skips the next turn. So I think this is more for PvP than anything else. But yeah, that Volcardiac Heart would be really great. Heck, a Hallowed Hilt is actually pretty good because of the additional speed main stat there as well. But as far as the events go, Chaos Awakes, Covetous Passion or Crown of Corruption, also speed and crit damage is actually pretty good. And then we have from what we could maybe get would be the Diabolical Dice or the Tower Helm. So we'll see if we land any of these. So let's get started with Chaos Awakes and the Grim Forest. We're going to be rolling those up, and we're going to see what we get. It is a bare minimum a legendary. Now, hoping it's not legendary of the main set, but let's try to think positive thoughts here when we roll this up. So let's go. It's fuck me. It's a Gilded Pinion. Well, I think that's what we're getting for free, actually. It's unfortunate because that was from my mythical stuff. I believe we're getting that for free. Part of the rewards calendar because the players did vote on a Gilded Pinion. So I'll be getting another one of those, and I just got one just now. So a little bit unfortunate for me after using that up. Let's do the 100 legendary clan forge relic pieces, and we're going to do that. We could get we could get a mythical, maybe a very small chance, but we got an Inferno Sphere. Now, this one's not bad because resistance is really good, and there's a lot of good resistance builds out there. That being said, whereas resist increases by 2% for every 5% of HP lost, it's okay on tanks, I suppose, who you're looking to build a high resistance for. This could also be in PvE because I know that when I run my Chimera build specifically, I do try to run a high resistance build. That way I can just resist everything and not have to care. So we do have some faction war stuff. You know, I'm actually looking for another Arachne Elixir, that poison one. We didn't get that. No, let's do it again. Did we get another one? We got a no. We got a standard, of course. So you're getting standard when I don't want one. Let's do the Chaos Awakes legendary. The Gaze of Damnation. Okay, where it deals 2% more damage per skill activated and 1% receives 1% less damage per skill activated by enemies under fear or true fear. I actually thought you had a very slim chance. You do, like a 0.5% chance of getting a mythical. Now, I know people who have landed on that 0.5%. That's the funny part, actually. Let's do it again. You never know. You get really lucky or get a purple, right? A Gilded Dragonstone. Let's do the Grim Forest, though. Like we got Grim Forest. We got 5 more rolls of mythicals, right? And I'm actually, the funny thing is I'm actually hoping for maybe it to be of the regular set. The Grim Forest one, where is that? The Lens of Intangibility is okay. Ignores 10% of a target's defense at the start of a round. Places a perfect veil buff on the wearer for 2 turns. While under a veil, it ignores an additional 5%. So actually, you know what? It's pretty good because it goes up all the way to like an additional 15%, so 20% plus the 10% that it actually has at all times. So it's a pretty good one, but it doesn't have crit damage, right? This one does. The Coronet of Gloom. When all the wearer's allies are dead, places a black damage on the wearer, 10% when a single ally dies. Okay, I mean, that's it's kind of interesting, I suppose. Like, maybe put it on like a shredder or something. I'm not sure. Anyways, Grim Forest, let's roll this up. Spore Burst Rod. Now, this is interesting because I thought about running this on my Commodus Dark Smile. I think that's his name is right. Because he could place an additional bomb. I currently run, though, the wand, right? A lot of people use the wands. I was actually thinking about using this one because of placing an extra bomb when he does his bomb skill. Maybe. I have a few of these. Anyways, only a 20% chance of getting a mythical, so I really got to be lucky here. Come on. Fuck. A second Spore Burst Rod. Okay, this game hates me. I don't even know if I own any mythical relics. I got, yeah, relics. Relics? Yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't think I own any. I don't think I own any. If I were to filter my currently equipped ones, I have a lot of wands. I have 5 wands, I guess, now. I don't think I have a single mythical relic. Right? I don't know if you can actually. Now, I do have 3 Cascades, so I got really lucky there. And I'm not going to be too mad overall. Oh, sorry. No, I do. The Zibius. I have 2 Zibius Servitudes from the. It's not the best, though. Enemies cannot land critical hits on the wearer if the wearer's HP is below 15%. I had this on Leonardo for a little while. But yeah, this is from the TMNT events. So I guess I did pick one up there, but that was the only one I have. Let's continue on though with some Grim Forest crafting. Can we get one? Can we not get a third Spore Burst Rod out of all of the items potentially that I could craft? I landed on this one 3 times in a row. Good God. Okay, well, I mean, the funny thing is that there's still a 0.5 chance to let's just do those en masse, right? So we could do, how does this work again? Do this, but then we craft 6 relics and see. Never know, right? You could do this. Purple, yellow, aspect of Siroth. And we didn't. 2 Gilded Dragonstones. Oh, that's a shitty. It's honestly like one of the worst ones. And let's do this really quick. You never know, a 0.05% chance. You never know, right? It is possible to craft 10 purples from Grim Forest. It's probably unlikely. Like this would be like lottery winning odds for me to get a mythical out of this. Let's just do it a little bit quicker. Can we there we go. A couple of purples. Do I have any other like big ones that I've been waiting around, sticking around on? I mean, I guess I could do that with Chimera purples. Why not? 7 relics? Okay. Was there a legendary in there? No, all purples. Scroll of the Unseen. That's Chimera. It would have been nice actually to get some Arathi Coronets, but we did not get that either, but maybe there's still a chance. I could use like 1 or 2 more Rethi Cornets. That would be okay. We got a golden elixir. That's garbage. Okay, let's try the Wings of Winter. We got 2 chances to get some legendary, some mythical relics here. Come on, please, something. Thunderbolt Spear is not bad, but I already have 3 of those. Where it deals 10%. It is a crit damage relic, which are nice to have, and it deals 10% more damage to enemies under shields. It's kind of more PvP-ish. I still have it though, and it's a good item. But we had like how many times? We had 7 possible chances of 20%. Please, 1. Oh my! You're fucking kidding me! I got the one that I wanted. We got the Volcardiac Heart for the Magma Shield for my fucking Titus. We did it. We did it. I didn't even want the event item. I wanted this one. This is what I wanted, and we got it. I am beyond happy about this. Now I'm gonna have to spend more time figuring out how to use this properly for my Titus to get the Magma Shield, because this helps build his shields up. It's a completely separate shield. The Magma Shield with the regular shields, like this is just really, really helpful. This basically is like a full character in one for the Titus comp. So pretty happy about that. I'm really thrilled about that. In fact, actually, let's just craft up the rest of the ones, and then we'll take a look at the Volcardiac card, because this is really, really important. Honestly, it's like even just one. You only need 1. Really, pretty happy about that. We got 3 legendaries, another Wanda submission. That's fine too. They're one of the best, honestly, for PvP, so that's fine. The aspect of Cyros suck. We might as well just craft the rest of this up. Why do I have a little bit of weird leftovers on that legendary? That's kind of weird. This is the Assassin's Creed stuff. We got a Oculus Custodian. I forgot what this does. Resistance removes all debuffs from the wearer whenever they lose 70% or more. I think that's kind of PvP-ish. Let's just do that, because that will use up the rest of it, I guess. Okay. So I'm pretty happy about that, how that outcome came up. So now we can basically chuck it onto Titus. Where is Titus? And then I need some red stars for Titus. That's the problem. He's way down here. So instead of the crit damage, I am going to then... I'm actually going to remove this gemstone, because I might end up... just changing things a bit. We have this Volcardiac Heart. We need to... Why is this being weird? Okay. Unequip. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to equip the Volcardiac Heart. Okay, so it's a 4-star. Where places a 10% Magma Shield, and the shield strength goes up. Also places a Magma Shield buff on the wearer whenever they lose 20... I mean, this is not going to happen. It's really this. On all allies for 2 turns. So the ranking... I would actually take it up to 5-star. But we have to max it out first. You know what? I'm going to do it. I don't know if we need to do it or not, though, but we're going to do it anyways, because it does have resistance as a substat and things like that, so that's helpful. And having more, because you want your Titus to have high resistance, because if he loses his shields in any way at all, you're fucked in a Titus comp. So that's an extra 74 resistance. I'm happy about that. This is super amazing. As far as the gemstones that I'm going to put on that, I do want to put this Boss Slayer. The wearer deals 10% more damage to bosses. If I had 2 of these, that would be even better, because that means he's going to smack even harder. Some of the other ones that I could use, I guess, for this would be... Boss deals 5%. I mean, he's not really going to take much damage, but... Probably I would run this, maybe... Where does 5% more damage against enemies? Probably this one. Where it deals... No, maybe turn meter... maybe the turn meter one. Increase effects are 10. That way he's going to take more turns. So I would probably run that one. Invigorated, but I would, if I get another one of these Boss Slayers, I'll put those in as well. As far as my square gemstones, that I'm not sure about. If the wearer loses 20% or more of their max HP, that's not going to happen with Titus. If the incoming damage will exceed 30%, decrease it by 10. Wearer is placed with their default skill by 5%, maybe. Wearer receives 5% less damage from single target attacks. Counterattacks. Damage received. This is all like damage received. When the wearer is attacked, does not work against bosses. I might do this one, but I'm not entirely sure. Any reflect effects. Shield. Oh, wait. Sorry. Duh. Shield buffs placed on the wearer are 10% stronger. So I should probably do that. Right? I probably should just use 2 of these because we're talking about Titus. So we go to this one over here. We suck at that. Okay, so I guess that's what I'm using for just now because I don't have anything better. But yeah, I'm going to have to work on essentially building up a better comp to use Titus now. And this kind of eliminates the needs of Pelops, which is kind of funny. I went out of my way to kind of build Pelops up because I guess I'll still use him when the Argonite's faction crypt comes out. Where the hell is he anyways? I'm like, where the fuck are you, Pelops? Over here. And I did build him up with a shield set in mind. So now I guess I have to move this gear set to somebody else or create a better shield set. Pelops was not particularly fast at 187 speed, so I'll have to do something else for this instead, and I haven't quite decided what that's going to be. But nonetheless, we did pick up the Volcardiac Heart. I am super thrilled about this and kind of working on this and see what else I can do with this. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. But of course, before we go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right to get Grand Oak Padrag, Zargala, Tagor, and Farrakhan the Fat at level 10, 20, and 30. And don't forget about, funny enough, who we were just talking about, but he's still a really great character to start your journey off with. This is Pelops the Victor, of course. Use the promo code RAID7 in the first 48 hours of a brand new account. That's it for me on this video, guys, and I'll see you all on the next one. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.